guys, what's going on? Welcome to Don's Modeling Bench. We're working on R2D2 Stage 91, Issue 91. So let's get this open and we'll see what's in here. So we got, oh look, we got a wrench, and we got a caster wheel and a sensor. We got some wiring loom. I think that's the tool we're going to put the shoulder caps on with. We got some large nuts. A whole lot of different size screws and washers. Yep. There's one of the shoulder caps. Here is the bottom of R2's foot. And here is more screws. And again, this is what makes R2 interesting to build. They just throw screws in a bag. There you go. Have at it. Different screws, all in the same bag together. Doesn't matter. You figure out what they are. Yeah. Anyway, that's all's in that bag. Let's throw that away. Let's get Todd's website to the right page. And here we go. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is start right here with the bottom of R2's foot. Got that open. And we're going to be installing 2 micro switches, which are right here in this little package. Here are the 2 little micro switches. So let's get this unbundled. And let's see. Put the foot facing this way. Oh my God. Sorry, I did not mean to sneeze on y'all. Just got some kind of little cold going on. The one with the 2 black wires is gonna go right here, and you'll notice there's 2 little holes in the micro switch, and there's 2 pegs sticking up right there where each one of the switches go. And you want to put the switch on with the raised edge, the activation part on the outside. So we want to lay that right on those 2 pegs. Oh, it kind of snaps on there. Just like that. And then next, we're going to take this micro switch. Let me hold that where you can see it. And we're going to sit it right on those little lugs. Push it in and you'll get a little snap. And it's in there. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is get the infrared sensor cable unwrapped. Well, they really tied that one up. And there it is. And then we are going to connect the smaller plug to the infrared sensor. So we'll just, let's zoom in a bit. There we go. And you'll notice there's a little ear there, and there's a slot right there. And that will go just like that. There you go. It's plugged up. Now the next thing you want to do is install this right here. Just like that. You can see on the bottom where those are. So let me get a screw in that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And there we have our infrared sensor mounted right on the front of R2's foot. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces right here. There's two of them. They're opposites. And they go showing this wire going over here. And that's going to go right there with all of the wires routed underneath there. So let me get these two screws in, and I'll go ahead and put this one on too, because it's exactly the same but backwards. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we got the two covers on the switches, and it's focusing on the wires. There we go. We got the two covers on the switches, hold down brackets, whatever you want to call them. We got those done. And the next thing we're going to do is put the caster on. So let's get the caster out. Look at that. Nice little rubber wheel on it. But that goes, and you'll notice this big nut right here, and you'll notice there's a recess for that to fit in right there. And now, I guess it would have helped if I had opened this hardware first, which I didn't, as always. I seem to be getting good at forgetting to do things. That's my superpower. I forget to do things. Okay, first we're gonna put the flat washer on. So make sure the nut is up in that little recess there. Put the flat washer on. Put the lock washer on. And then put the nut on. And they give us two sets of them for some reason. Don't know why, but they give us two sets of the whole thing. I guess in case you lose any one part, you still got it. Now, do I need to tighten that down already? Finally add the large nut and tighten it fully using the supplied spanner wrench. I just call it a wrench. And there we go. We have the little caster wheel on. There we go. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is get our mounting plate from earlier, 2 issues ago. And we're going to feed all of the wires, all of these wires, through this hole. So you want all of those wires through there. And I say all those wires like there's a lot of wires. There's 2 wires. That's it. 2. So, or 2 plugs. There's 4 wires, but 2 of the wires go into the same plug. Did I do that right? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I see. I see. I see, said the blind man. So we need this half of R2's foot with the little recess in it for the wires. And we're going to take these wires and we're going to run them. Remember, this is the bottom of his foot, so that'll be on there. We'll take these wires and we're going to run them no. We're going to run them right there, right straight through there. Hold them in place. Actually, we want this over here. Route the wires through there. Hold them in place while you slide this up and set it right on there. And just kind of make sure the wires are still free to move. You didn't get anything pinched or anything like that. And then we're going to take 2 2x6 screws, which I believe are these. Let's make sure. No, that's too long. That is way too long. Hang on just a second. I'll be right back. Let me figure out what screw I need. Okay, and we've got that bolted into place right there with 2 2x6 screws. Now, we've got to take the little detail parts from the previous issue and one goes on here and one goes on here. Just like that. They just press right on there. And then we want to take this piece from earlier and we want to take this bar from earlier and we want to slide the bar through here so you end up with that. Then we're going to take this and you want this You want this part right here facing the bottom of his foot. And this bar is going to go into that hole right there. So you just slide the bar right in there. And you see how this just kind of sits right there on the front of his foot. So we got that. And then the next thing we do is to put this side of his foot on, making sure that that little bar goes in where it's supposed to, and making sure we don't trap any wires. So let's get that bar in there. That looks like that's going to be the trick of this part, is to get that bar. There we go. Slid right in there. Once you get the position right. And see how that kind of is free to move? I guess that's just to kind of fill that gap as R2's rolling around. Yep. And then 2.3 by 6 screws. So about 4 right here and 2 right here. Let me get those in and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we got all 6 of those screws in. And the next thing we're going to do is fit the bottom. We want the switches this way. Oh, I see what this is for. This is so I can bump into something and push these switches. Gotcha. Gotcha. I see what you did there. But anyway, just kind of pull the slack of these wires out as you put the bottom on so nothing gets tangled up. The bottom sits on just like that. Nice and flush all the way around. And then 2.3 by 6 screws. So let me get those in and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. We got all 4 of those in and we've got our little bumper. Huh. It is not moving. Why is it not moving? Shouldn't take that much force, should it? That's about right, I guess. It does seem a little off kilter, doesn't it? Somehow. That doesn't look quite lined up right, does it? I guess it is. There's your little bumper. And then the plastic plugs. We've got 4 of those. 1 flat one and 1 angled. You can't see. Yeah, there you go. 1 flat one and 1 angled one. So let me pop those in real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got all the screw covers on and I took this back apart because this just didn't feel right to me. I looked at it. I didn't see anything wrong. I put it right back together just like it was, and now it works so much better. I have no idea what that was hanging on, but it's working much better now. So there we have R2's foot. Okay, so now we are going to put a leg on. So we need to get R2's left leg. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And we're going to be taking one of these and putting it around all of these wires. I'll get it started, but I won't make you sit here and watch the whole process of putting this around the wires because it's gonna take a minute. I mean, it won't take super long. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. That's brilliant, Donnie. That's brilliant. But yeah, you just kind of get it started and then feed it around the wires. You kind of got to guide it, help it along, and just keep doing that as you twist it. And if you can hold the wires tight enough together, sometimes you can just kind of twist it around and it's going to make a complete liar out of me. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll do the same exact thing to the other leg, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what you end up with. And I'm going to have to zoom out some more. This is what you end up with on both legs. So now we need to get the frame and the left leg. I'll just place this leg right there. Grab the frame. There's R2's frame. And we want to lay this down like that. And let's see. I don't know which way this frame needs to be facing. So, hang on one second. Okay, got it figured out. This is the left side with the sensors facing front. And you want to take these wires and feed them right through here. All these wires right through there. Just feed them through. And then you want to set the shoulder. You'll notice there's two little slots in there, and there's two flat things that stick out on the side. And you can look right here on the side. You can see those two flat pins stuck right in there, right where they need to be. And Todd says his wasn't sitting flush, but mine seems to be sitting flush. Yeah, that's completely flush. So now we need these spring washers and these screws right here. I don't really call those spring washers, but they do, so that's what counts. Oh, get out of the package. One more. Come on, get out of there. Oh, come on. One little washer left. Get your butt out of there. I'll get that one out in a minute. Okay. I'm going to set up 4 of these bolts with the washers on them ahead of time. I guess I should have done that off camera, but I'm doing it now anyway. Well, they didn't give any extra washers. Oh no, they did. One. It's stuck in the bag. Okay. Now we're going to take these. Where'd my screwdriver go? There it is. Now, we're going to lay R2 down on his side, and we're going to hold this flush. And I just dropped the washer. Good thing I have an extra, right? Duh, we don't want to tip that. This is going to be hard for you to see on camera. Let me get it started. But right there. That goes in right there. And then we're going to do 4 of those. So let me get those on. And then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And we got all 4 of those in there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is repeat this process all over again on the other side. So let me get that done and we'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And now we have an R2 that can almost stand up. He still needs his little other foot, but look at that. How freaking cool is that? Okay, and the next thing we need to do is route these wires down through here. This whole harness needs to route like that, down through this hole in that little bracket. So let me get this one all down through there. And there we go. Now, the next thing we want to do (2.6 by 8). Okay. The next thing we want to do is build a tool. You've got this handle and this little piece. It goes on like that. And then a 2.6 by 8 screw. Which is right here. And it goes right in there. And there we go. We have a tool that we're going to use to install these. So let me get R2 back up here. Lay him on his side. And you'll see these little notches here. And you'll see there's little notches right there and right there. So this is going to drop down in there and fit into those notches. And then you take the tool, which I put down somewhere, and you'll turn it until it locks in. And that should be locked in. Now we'll flip him over. And we'll get the new one out of the bag because I forgot to do that. It's starting to be a pattern. And we'll drop it right in there. Put the tool in. That one locked. The other one didn't lock. Maybe I turned it the wrong way. Let's find out. This one didn't lock, did it? No, it didn't. Does it go this way? It does. I was turning it the wrong way. Okay. So, there's R2. Nice, huh? Nice. So, what do we got next? Okay, now we're going to be turning R2 upside down and putting the bottom on. So let me get that back out and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the bottom on R2. So we're going to take this and I got to figure out which way is the front. Okay, right here. And we want the red wire, this one, to go right through here. And we want this wire to go right through here. So it should go on. Oh, I got a leg wire hung in there. Let's get the leg wires out of the way. And they should sit on just like that. Now we're going to take 6 2.5 by 6 millimeter screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. There they are right there. and put those in there. So let me get those on and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And now we have R2's bottom panel secured on. And don't forget, when you're putting this on, the two captive screws that you put into this panel need to be tightened up too. So I almost forgot those. Now we take this foot and we put it in. Let me rotate R2 around where I can get to him better. And we put it in like this, feed the wires down through the hole, and you'll notice the 4 little pins on here will sit in the 4 holes in there. Like that. Now R2 has another foot. Now we got to hold this and turn R2 over. R2 is starting to get a little heavy. Might want to go on a diet there, buddy. Let's get him turned around here where I can see those screw holes. I don't know how well you can see them. Let me see. And it's going to focus on everything above the screw holes. Yeah, it's just not going to get that wheel turned around. There. It's going to focus on all this wiring and crap. It's not going to. But they're right down there. And then we need 2.5 by 6 countersunk screws. So let me get those. Well, let me put one in to show you where they go. Right there. And then very carefully, you just screw it in. And bam, I'm not going to tighten it down until I get another one in. But that's where they go. On is focusing on them now. That's good. I'll get those 4 in, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And if I can get it to focus on those. But there's the 4 screws down there that hold his center wheel on. And that's it for this issue. So let me get the parts out for the next issue and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And we're on issue 92 now. So we're going to take this and put it over there. Because literally the only thing there is to do in that stage is charge the batteries, and my batteries haven't come in yet. So we'll just put that one aside and we'll go to 93. So let's get 93. Get to that page on Todd's website. 93. So we need to get this open. Hey, I actually used the right side of the knife that time. That happens sometimes. I get something right every now and then. Can't always be wrong. Even just going on pure luck, you'll be right about half the time. I'm not right half the time though. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Sorry about the crinkling plastic. So the next thing we're going to do is to get the frame up here. And I'm going to tell you, this little R2 is getting just a wee bit heavy. So now we're going to put this bracket inside of R2. And from the looks of it, it's going to go like this. And let's see. Looks like these wires all go out this side. And these wires go out this side. And the bracket goes like this. Okay, those wires go up under there, I believe. It should sit right there like that. I believe I got the wires routed the way they should be. Okay, so what screws do we need? 2.5 by 4 silver screws. I believe it's these little tiny ones. Let me get my screwdriver. Let's see if this is the right one. So that's the fun of building R2. Not only you get to put him together, you get to figure out what screws to use on every stage. Because they don't tell you crap. Nope, that's not the right one. Must be this one. And of course, the wires move to the bracket. I don't know if you can even see any of what I'm doing. Yeah, that's the right one. And let's see if... Well, that doesn't seem to be working for some reason. There we go. I don't know if you can see that any better. Not really. This is just hard to show on camera, so just let me get the rest of these put in and I'll be right back. All right, I got them in, and Let me see if I can lift it up enough for you to see. Yeah, it's going to focus on everything but that. But there's 4 screws, one in each corner of this bracket, that hold it in. I don't know, maybe I can get it on this. There. Tip it up. And, well, you can see part of it. There's the 2 bottom screws. I can't really get the top ones in frame. There. But that's that. So the next part is to take the circuit board received back in issue 52. Hang on, let me pause for a second and grab that, and I'll be right back. Okay. Here's the circuit board we received in 52. We need to take that and we need to place it on here. It goes just like that. If you'll look, there's 2 holes right here in the circuit board in each one of the top 2 corners, and there's 2 little standoffs that is going to sit down on, like that. You can see those standoffs in the holes, and the other 2 holes on the circuit board are actually going to have screws going through them. So we're going to take that and we're going to take the top and we're going to set it right down on top of it. And that leaves all your plug holes still accessible, but it covers up the circuit board. So now I'm going to put 4 2.3 by 6 black screws in here to hold this together. So let me get those in and I'll be right back. And I'm back. And there we have the 4 screws holding this together. So now we're going to take this bracket and we're going to align. Which way does it go? Okay, it goes like this. You're going to turn it so that this side with the holes in it is facing the bracket. And you're going to take these 2 holes and you're going to put these 2 pins right in there. And then you're going to secure that with 2 2.3 by 6 black screws. So let me get those on and I'll be right back. And there we go. It should look like that. Side with the plugs facing the bracket. So now, sorry, I'm a little hoarse. Now we're going to take this. We're going to slide it in here. Let's get these leg wires out of the way. Like that. Now, we're going to take this. We're going to set it in here like this. Somehow. There we go. Finagle this down in here. And I don't know. Oh, I know how to show it. Let's do some zoom in here. There we go. See this little notch right here? There's a little drop down section right here. This is going to sit right in that notch. And then it'll be secured with 2.5 by 4 millimeter silver screws. So the same ones we were using a moment ago will go right there. So let me get those two in and I'll be right back. Okay, we got those two in, here and here. And the next thing, oh, there is no next thing. That is the end of this issue. So let me get the next pack out and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And this is pack 94. So let's take this, open it up, and see what we have. We have some wire clamps, some more screws and washers, another potpourri of screws, another potpourri of screws, and we have R2's brain. I'll leave this in the box for now. No, I'm not, because that's the first thing we gotta work on. So let's get this open. Okay, let's get this out. And there we have R2's brain. If I remember right, I read somewhere online that they're using an orange Pi, which is basically a derivative of the Raspberry Pi single board computer. So we got this. We need these two cable ties or clamps, whatever you want to call them. And we need two 2.3 by 6 screws. So what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to put this one right there with two 2.3 by 6 black screws. And then we're going to put this one right there, also with two of the same screws. So let me get those in and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we got that. And now what we're going to do is, if you look on the back of here, there's two clips. And I don't know how well you can see that. Probably not very well at all. Let's see if I can zoom on it a little bit. Okay, there we go. And you've got two slide holes right here. What we're going to do is set this board on there and slide it down, and it will clip into place, supposedly. Now, which way do I need to turn this? This row goes up. Okay. So we need to set this in here. How do we get it in there, though? That's the question. There we go. Like that. And then slide it down. And that's it. It's in place. That's going to make it very tight to plug up some of them wires, but it should work. Does it lock? No, it doesn't lock. It just slides down in there. And that's it for this issue. And that's it for this video. So, thanks for stopping by Don's Modeling Bench. We got everything in there ready to start plugging things up. We got R2's brain in there. We got a distribution board in there. And we should be ready to start routing and plugging up some of this mess of wires. So thanks for stopping by Don's Modeling Desk. Like and subscribe if you want. And I've got more parts. I've got one more stage, I think, or two more stages of parts. So I'll be getting another video on those out soon. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And have a good one.